welcome your 2026 San Francisco 49ers.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And off we go in Santa Clara. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Purdy throwing here to start. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A pickup of 17. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another 49er first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Now Donald on to play action. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. This gets the 1st and more. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And not even able to get back to the 10. That return ends as he is out at the 8.
At their own 8-yard
So out comes the San Francisco 49ers offense. And in a nod to their fans, the faithful, Brock, wearing their alternate black rivalry jerseys this week. A callback, as you know, to the days of Rice, Montana, Young, and company, leading them to those 5 Super Bowl titles. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Purdy to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
7-yard loss.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Walker on 1st down. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Running with Walker again. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He'll try to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Design quarterback run here. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, Darnold. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's another Seahawks first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pull that in front further, 13-zip. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Seattle.
And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
Automatic first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd down. Seahawks with 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Purdy to throw. Kittle makes the catch. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Purdy to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 4 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the
Calm,
27-yard
cool,
line.
collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. They'll cobble together a yard there. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now Purdy. Completed to his running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
15 yards. That's another 49er first down. First down and goal to go.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Seahawks with an early lead. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're hoping to convert here on second and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Purdy looking to throw. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. Purdy throwing here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Piniero's kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive begins with a Walker run. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. He'll give up the gut to Walker. Still has some space inside the 35. And he has this down to the 34. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Walker now from the gun. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Here's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Darnold. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
A 7-yard gain.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and 10. He keeps it on the option. It's inside the 10. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Jason
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
49ers 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Now it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Looking to throw, Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Here he goes, third and long. He'll get this over the middle to Pearsall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Running back sent in motion. Throwing is Darnold on third down. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That is a textbook first down completion. Very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Purdy on first down. Hits his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. So we'll read the give to McCaffrey. Free inside the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Going run again with McCaffrey. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. It's a solid block in there. Brings him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Purdy to throw. Has it in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here as you're laying there after taking that hit. Are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game.
21, 49ers 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Derink Young to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you've got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Walker running to the right. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Amador Lenore there on the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying with Walker. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Darnold. He's going deep. Looking for Cup, but it's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it. Yeah,
that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
All set now. 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They stick with McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw. 3rd and long. They'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Trying to push this past the marker. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
Not even the big guy could go get it done on the power play there. Nothing short of Refrigerator Perry carrying the rock was going to muscle through for the first one against that front.
The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running with Walker again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the puncher gives him new life and this 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway.
Eddie Pinheiro set
Now
to
Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. He cuts it to the right sideline. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they're not going to get him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And hidden along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Seahawks sending out the dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. Shoots away from one. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The 49ers will...
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Shaheed now to return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Out wide here to Cup. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Walker running right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll give up the gut to Walker. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A gain of 16
That's
yards.
just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play fake, Darnold. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. On the move, headed right. Nice run across the 15. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
On 3rd and goal, Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks hold an 11-point advantage. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. but at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
49ers 16.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 23 on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So Reed to give to McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the scene and get through it before that window could close.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun is Purdy. Looking to his fullback now. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
49er, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Purdy to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some Well, some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5.
49ers 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Shaheed now to return. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. The touchdown dropped this back to a one-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So 1st down from the 41. Inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Charbonnet now up the middle. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Again, it's Charbonnet. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Walker running to the right. Has room into the secondary. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks hold an 11-point advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
35. 49ers 23.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the 49ers the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Off the play fake, Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Purdy to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dive play straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old-school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back now, pressure coming. Completed to his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. He'll work against the blitz. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
McCaffrey on third down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Pinheiro's kick is good, and the lead is back down to 9.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Going to the ground again on first. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying with Walker. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Walker gets the pitch, and he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Now Darnold on the play action. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Hey, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play action now. Purdy. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. 1st down throw by Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's now 3rd.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 3rd down, Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Play fake, Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Running is Walker, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing here, Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
On now comes their punter. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Kittle makes the catch. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Purdy on the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's a gain of
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Off the play fake, Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again. Purdy. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Yet again, he finds Kittle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The 49ers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers cut the lead down to just 2.
35. 49ers 33.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks offense running out now. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. That play good for 17 on a first down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Walker on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold off the play action. Dump off caught by his back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers needing a couple. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd down now. They need 7. Back to throw. Completed left side there to Jennings. And they get the 1st down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Setting up to pass. Finds the in route complete. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up Little down to the 12-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.